Hi, this is astrologer DK Brainerd with your astrological forecast for the month of January 2010. This is the second forecast I'm doing. You can catch the first one over at empowerradio.com. In this one, I really want to focus on the sort of energetic effect of the two eclipses that start off the year and the Mercury Retrograde that will be in until January 15th. So we start off the year with a lunar eclipse in the sign of Cancer on New Year's Eve, and then on January 15th we have a solar eclipse in the sign of Capricorn. So this is what I call eclipse season. It happens twice a year, it lasts about 3 weeks or so, and we usually have 2 and sometimes 3 eclipses. Eclipses are like these big particle accelerators or energetic accelerators. They bring processes that have maybe been going on in the background of our life, and they accelerate those and bring them out into the light of consciousness. So a lot of times the effect of eclipses is that we're being really pushed onto our soul path, or we're being pushed to evolve. This is great, and this is more intense if the eclipse hits an important planet or point in your chart. If the eclipse is sort of just happening in the background of your chart, you may feel it on a collective level as realizing that the people around you seem to be acting crazy, and that you may be feeling a little bit more chaotic or energized than usual. But when an eclipse really hits a point in your chart, it's going to move that part of your life forward, whether you're ready or not. And what this tends to create on a collective level is that, people are really acting out. People can tend to get suicidal at the extreme during eclipses. A lot of times people will be depressed or sort of manic. So it's really important to take steps to ground yourself and to really, have your spiritual practice, find ways of not getting too caught up in the collective craziness. If you come on over to my website, www.wordsforthepeople.com, or you can just Google me, astrologer DK Brainerd, I'll keep my 7 Eclipse Remedies article posted right on the homepage of my site. So these are 7 very simple and effective ways that you can use to sort of recenter yourself and align yourself, ground yourself, so that you're not being pulled every which way by the eclipse energy. The other thing that's going on in the first half of the month is that Mercury's retrograde. So Mercury's the planet of thought and communication, and Mercury stationed retrograde the day after Christmas. Mercury returns to direct motion on January 15th, and it usually takes 2 or 3 days, maybe even a week after Mercury stations direct for us to feel like that sort of Mercury phenomenon is in the past. What is that Mercury phenomenon? Well, when Mercury is retrograde, and this happens about 3 times a year, it's about a 3.5-week period where the cosmos really wants us to turn our thinking inward and backward in time, and so it's really a natural review period. With Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, and we're having these eclipses on the Capricorn-Cancer axis, which is about security and status, Mercury's going to have us reviewing, that part of our life. How am I doing with my life goals? Are the actions I'm taking supporting my goals? Are my goals aligned with this incredible transition that we're going through as a species? Or are my goals still sort of stuck in the past? I'm still focused on getting that McMansion in the suburbs and my Cadillac Escalade or whatever. And not that there's anything wrong with having nice things, but this period that we're going into is, the people who are going to do really well in 2010 are the people who are flexible and who are in tune with the changing nature of the world and how things are rapidly changing. So the first half of January is an ideal time to just take it slow, not feel like you have to push things out there too fast, and really focus on you. How am I aligning with my goals? How am I aligning with what's going on? Then in the second half of January, we have a lot of positive energy happening. Jupiter, which is the great benefactor, the planet of expansion and good luck, returns to his home sign of Pisces for the first time in 12 years. So I feel like that's going to be a very positive, expansive energy. The Sun and Venus both move into Aquarius on the 18th and 19th. Aquarius is an innovative, exciting, outgoing, communicative sign. So I feel like that's going to really bump up the energy and bring us into contact with people who can help us move our goals forward. So definitely 2 months in one. Start the month off slow, and then be prepared for, big energy acceleration to happen right around the middle of the month. Hope you found this helpful and enjoyable. Until next time, this is astrologer DK Brainerd reminding you to come over to wordsforthepeople.com, where I have free in-depth horoscopes for every sign and much, much more on Mondays and throughout the week. And wishing you the best possible January in 2010. May you go with the stars.